Hello everyone. Today I will be speaking about media effects in armed conflicts, and I am actually very happy that today I am accompanied by experts from Africa, because I will be touching upon some armed conflicts in Africa, so it would be great to see your perspective on this point as well. So if we speak about media effects, it's actually a direction or a topic in communication studies which became quite popular after the First World War, and especially after the Second and during the Cold War, when people started to notice how media, at that time newspapers, later television, radio, how they influence the public, how they influence our way of thinking and also behavior. So as in the First World War, Second World War, it was used mainly to mobilize the public support for government efforts to combat the enemy, and it was quite effective. Many military strategies started to incorporate media and information operations within their armies, and nowadays it's quite widespread. But what we need to pay attention at, that of course nowadays media help us to learn about some conflicts that are happening on the other continent, to learn us how it is in reality. But at the same time, there is no rule that the deadlier conflict is, the more attention it will get in media. And also during this presentation, I will show you how media can actually escalate violence and why this is happening. So at the beginning, I will discuss agenda setting and framing effects of media, which are the most common, the most widespread. Then us versus them, meaning the antagonizing effect that media can bring. I will show it on some examples. And at the end, peaceful journalism, so something on the positive side, that to show you that media is not only the bad one. And we'll go to conclusions after that. So if you look at this picture, and as I said, we are discussing agenda setting and framing. So these are the most commonly agreed media effects that are very easy to notice. So agenda setting is picking different topics, because there are many events, many conflicts as well happening in the world, and obviously media cannot cover everything. So they choose which conflicts they will show to the public, and that's actually what we see and what we know about. And framing is about showing maybe from one perspective or in a certain way something that's already have been chosen. So choosing one perspective, how it will be shown. So if you look at this picture, what do you think? What would it be? Agenda setting or framing?
Well, definitely. When you see the fuller picture, you realize how misinformed we are by the media.
Exactly. So it's actually a popular picture, and it says it's media. So this is exactly framing. So we just see one part of a particular event, and we make our decisions on that basis. And I would like to support this with a very concrete example. So there were two quite similar situations when a regular army fought Palestinian refugees camp in order to fight militant groups that reportedly were based in these camps as well. Both of these cases, they had a lot of civilians' deaths. They were very brutal. But one of them got a lot of international attention, and the other no. So the first one is Jenin camp. It was 2002. Jenin camp, which is situated in the West Bank. And the other one was Nakr al-Bared camp, which is situated in Lebanon. Both are Palestinian camps. So in the first case, the militants and the killed people from this refugee camp were portrayed as hopelessly outgunned in front of the crunching armada of tanks, meaning the regular Israeli army. And the civilians were portrayed as innocent people, and obviously their killing was very inhuman. So such a framing, which was distributed by all the Western media, so CNN, BBC, Guardian, each led to quite a big international resonance. So UN Secretary General visited the camp. UN Security Council issued a resolution and asked for a fact-finding mission in the Jenin camp. And after that, millions of dollars were donated to reconstruct the camp, to support the families, to provide health support. And the same situation did not take place in 2007, when the militants were portrayed as the helpers of Al-Qaeda, and army that was killing also civilians was shown as a nation's unifier who is trying to, to save this camp from the militants group operating in it. And the dead civilians were just named as a collateral damage. So yeah, of course we are very sorry that this happened, but it was unavoidable. It is a collateral damage. Of course, such a portrayal did not